Alright, so it has been a while since I made a normal video. Um, because I'm just too lazy to edit, but I think I'm just gonna pick it up a little bit more. And I'm going to pivot my channel mainly with my streams and talking about anime. Um, Sometimes might be a little bit drama, sometimes it's just my opinion, and maybe another time it's just my review. Um, and a lot of the times you should take into consider it's my feeling and it's my decision to tell what I think. Um, Instead of keep saying, "Hey, I push this narrative," you guys should stop doing that. Especially to the bigger content creators, right? Because right now we have this One Punch Man drama. I'ma be fucking fair. From a person who really loved this One Punch Man series, um, it's not a disappointment to me. I was not angry. I was quite happy that the series came out, um, and I just watched it. It was fine. It was fine in term of hey, it is a series. Um, but what was not fine is the quality. It's the animation because it wasn't something that you would call an animation. Though I understand that a lot of people are angry at the staff and very angry at the anime industry for messing up such a big IP. Honestly, in my opinion, you never should have held a high standard. Reason being, the amount of time it took for season 2 to come out only to, well, dissipate other people's expectations. From my lesson, I have learned to not hold any expectation anymore, but rather feel surprised when it at least arrives. But let's talk about this issue for real. What is going on right now? People are getting angry, people are shouting, and this content creator, very well known, Nicholas Light, has been taking a punch. And I would say the punch was very unjust. Very much unjust. This is the clip where he got the drama shouted over right these days, right now. Just listen to it.
When it's actually pretty good, it's not pretty good. It's pretty bad. Why are we gaslighting him? Why are we treating the director like a child? It's not his fault, but there's no reason to lie to him. You're doing more damage that way by gaslighting the motherfucker.
Uh, so, in this context, from what you have heard, it is what he is saying. People are basically just patting this man in the back, saying, "Hey, you did a great job. It is what it is." Instead of basically saying, "Hey, something is wrong." But of course, nobody would know because if you have looked at a full video of Nicholas Light, I'm not going to review that for you. It's up to you to decide to watch that. But in the end, what he really meant is, hey, first of all, the director doesn't have any of this responsibility. It is what it is. Yes, that's true. But that doesn't mean that we should say the series is good. Reason being is that there is somebody above uh, that director. And who is the person above? The committee. The committee are the people above these directors, and what they do is basically give them a limited amount of time. Now, I don't know, and I haven't searched for it yet, how much time they have to create One Punch Man season 3, but to my ears, I've heard people say, so this is allegedly, this is not 100% confirmed, they only had 6 months. If you know how animation, drawing, and art works, which I don't have full knowledge of, but I have friends who do animate and do know what the fuck it means to draw an art piece. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of shit. Okay. Um, if you have ever read the One Punch Man manga and seen those insane panels, that's gonna take time and dedication, redrawing skills, whatever it takes to make it multiple frames. It is impossible to do it in 6 months. Absolutely impossible. Literally, you will be torturing people in real life if you tell them they need to finish the season in 6 months. That's just not doable. You can't do that. That's literally work abuse. And a lot of people are, of course, directing their anger towards the staff, towards the director, and once again, it is not their fault, what Nick explained, but that doesn't mean we should lightly treat it like something it it is what it is. No, it is not what it is. And we need to hold the higher ups accountable, not the staff, but the higher ups. It took me a while to find them because it's difficult to search them up actually. Like, no joke, look at what I have to type to find the answer. Literally this long sentence. When animators make anime, what goes behind the scenes in terms of business? You have to add the business part. Because if you don't, they will just tell you the way they draw, the scripting, the storyboard, etc, etc. The basic stuff that you all fucking know. But what you don't know is this. Let's read this. Behind the scenes in anime production, it's dominated by the production committee system, where various companies pool funds to reduce risk, with financing and right to merchandise and home video sales being key business drivers. This system is supported by industry structure where studios often act as contractors, and the profit funnel up to the production committee rather than the studio itself. As a result, many animators are underpaid despite the high skill, intense workload. You understand where this is going? It took me a while to confirm this, but Nick was correct. The committee behind this not only gave them such a small time frame, allegedly, because I don't really have the information for that, just look it up yourself, try to find it yourself, because I ain't gonna try to find that shit. If I do find it, probably, I don't know. I'm probably too lazy to try to find that. But in my opinion, you should at least give these people years, at least 2 years in my opinion, to make them work for like the episodes. It is what it is. That's my opinion. It's difficult to make people animate. Okay? It's difficult, very difficult. But what this system does is despiteful. It's pure evil. What this system does is it takes studios as their contractors. They work studios to fucking death to make a show, give them impossible deadlines, and the studio themselves will take the blame if it goes wrong. You understand where this is going? You understand now why this is such a big issue? Because the scapegoat is literally the staff. The staff, who has done nothing wrong, who have been forced an impossible job by the high-ups, has ruined the whole season. This needs to change. The committee needs to change. It's not about the staff. It's not that the staff did anything wrong. In theory, in fact, I think the staff did a fucking great job for at least making great art. Like, if we look at season 3 art, I think it looks absolutely amazing. Like, the static frames, fine. I mean, it is what it is. You cannot really call it animated. But in the end, I do think they are very talented people. I do think they spend hours on end to design just a goddamn picture. Like, it takes time, it takes effort. They did a splendid job, but that doesn't mean that the whole season is fucked. It's not, well, that doesn't mean that the season is not fucked over. The season is fucked over. Not by the staff themselves, but by the committee who gave them limited time and limited resources to push such a great IP for fucking no reason in under fucking 6 months. That's just impossible. That's not doable. That's not how it goes, and that is not something we should ever defend. And this is why people are so fucking mad. But a lot of people just don't understand where this problem goes wrong, and Nick actually explained it properly. But in the end, people are just going to complain about the staff this, the staff that. It's not about the staff, guys. It's really not about the staff. It's really about the committee, the way they plan it out, the way they like literally torture the workers over there. And if I can find this small piece of information that's actually very valuable and bring it out to you, I think everybody can do this. I think everybody can look up themselves what's going on behind this. Because in this case of scenario, I think there might be something going even deeper in the production of anime of One Punch Man season. Like, this is just pure shit, pure bullshit. And I love the One Punch Man IP to fucking bits, I swear. But the disappointment in here for most people, for actual crucial fans, for people who have been waiting for this goddamn series 6 long years, for the average enjoyers out there like me, yeah, there is not really a big problem. But in the end, the fuck do you want to do? Some people just need time, and art takes time. That's where it goes. That's where I stand. And I stand to give those artists more time, more value, so they can produce better quality items rather than pushing and literally suiciding them to the brink of death. That's not something I support, and what I want to see to change inside the anime stuff. I want them to literally keep their accountability in their committee and not to the staff who made such great art. It's a shame and it's a pain that this is happening right now. It's something I really fucking despise. It's really fucking annoying how many times people in the internet are just pushing away the faults, pushing away making more scapegoats than needed, when the true evil is just somebody in business suit and business ties. Come on, guys. We are just normal people. We are just fans, and they are just animators. They're just as much fans of the series as us, okay? They work their blood and sweat off. And the one who literally was ungrateful to all of us, including the artist, were the committee themselves. That's all I have to say. Let's start the discussion.